Hello and welcome to Points of Interest. I'm one of your hosts, Jake, along with my co-host, James, over here.
Hey, guys.
If you're new to the show, this is Inverted Reality's gaming news podcast. Each week, we gather news and stories from around the internet, bring them to you in one nice, easy-to-consume package at your own pace. We break the video... we break the podcast out in chunks, videos specifically.
Chunks of videos.
Chunks of videos. Small segments of chunks of videos. Goes Tuesday to Thursday. And then the whole show posts as one big video in MP3 on youtube.com/invertedreality and podcast services around the globe.
That's right.
True. Follow us on Twitter at IRGames. Stay up to date with what we're doing. We'll tweet out links and let you know when things go live and all kinds of other goodies.
Indeed.
Articles we didn't get a chance to talk about on the show. And speaking about talk about on the show, James, what you been playing lately?
Boy, I've been playing stuff. Let me tell you.
You look like you're struggling over there. No, I saw you tap your screen like 20 times.
No, I saw something out of the corner of my eye that threw me off. We're good. Super Lucky's Tale is what I've been playing. It's been really cool. I mean, we grabbed the Xbox Games Pass.
Yes.
We always knew we were going to. I finished on the Wolfenstein DLC. I was kind of disappointed with it. But I moved on, got Uncharted Lost Legacy knocked out. That was really great. Super Lucky's Tale, I picked it up. Like, I wanted this when it came out, but I wasn't, like... it just nothing.
We saw it and we're like, that looks interesting, but not like, oh man, I cannot wait for Super Lucky's Tale.
It's only like $20, but so free on Xbox Game Pass, and it's definitely built for a younger audience. But it's cool. It's a 3D platform. It feels kind of like a Banjo-Kazooie game. There's not two of you, but it's just you go into this world and then you have to do these levels, and each level's a different style. So some of them might be a 2D, some of them might be like running away from something, some might be like a full-on like 3D platforming section. So it's pretty cool. There's the side-scrolling levels have you going back and forth in depth without like zooming in. So it'll just be you're now a part of the background in it. Like you drop in this hole, pop up, and you're like 3 levels back, but the camera is still in the exact same place. The focus just adjusts a bit. It's really cool. It's really well done. So I like it. It should be, like I said, it's pretty easy. But it's fun.
This one.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm through the first world, and it took me like 2 hours. So it's not a super long game. It's 5 worlds. So not a super huge commitment or anything like that. And the achievements are pretty easy. So, gamer score and altogether fun. So I started that. My son was very enthralled by it. Every time I would get to a loading screen, which is kind of too much, but that's, neither here nor there. He would be like, "Oh no, what happened?" So it was super cute.
The game is gone,
but I do like it. So that's what I've been. One of many. We played a lot of games.
We have played a ton of games.
We got
in the
through
last
a lot of
month.
Stuff. What about you? What was your main one this last week?
I have been playing Fable. So
Yeah,
we
you
talked
did.
about this a little bit last week. I actually beat the main part of Fable, all the bits of Fable that I've played before.
Yeah.
And so now with the Anniversary Collection, the expansions were included. I don't know how many there are.
Right.
How much? I know there's an extra story that I'm currently in.
Yeah, that you did not do before.
Yeah. So I'm kind of playing through that, but I beat the game. It was a lot easier to beat than I remember, but I'm just going to chalk that up to I'm a much better gamer than I used to be.
That's very
Because like I can see the moments where I would have gotten stuck trying to do what I was doing. And now it's just like all of my like reasoning of how to beat a boss now is like, oh, well, it's got to be this then.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, why isn't it working? Because it's supposed to be this now.
Right.
Duh.
Yeah, it's I started playing this a little bit, and it's interesting. It's got a lot of loading screens, which is just the nature of the beast.
It's old.
A game from 2004.
It's an open world. There's a lot of small sections of world, and to go to each world, you go through a gate, and you got to load up
right
each section.
Exactly. So
So
it's interesting. I'm gonna get back and play it. It just took so long to get through like the tutorial and get out of being a kid and then a teenager and then these little things and everything's
a
so
slow
slow
start.
and you can't really skip much and you don't want to because it's exposition. It's like, okay, now that I'm out there, I did one mission. It's cool. You can fart on people and you can like burp in their face.
There's all kinds
like
of
taunts and
expressions.
Stuff like that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
and they change based on which path you go down.
Right.
So like you can like sneer or like swear at people if you're going down the dark path, or like down the light path you can like wave and flirt and like do this like handsome hero pose.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of it's kind of deep for an RPG in terms of what you can do, at least for what I would expect
For an RPG in
from
2004.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to continue playing it. It's going to be one of those like in between games. Like, well, like I don't feel like doing this or doing this. I'll pop in Fable for a couple hours and just go down. Because it's not like a 60-hour RPG. We're talking, you got through in what, 15, 20 hours? You said?
It took me, my save right now is at like 19 and a half hours.
Okay.
And so that's me having done a good portion of the side quests as I went along.
Right.
Some side quests that I hadn't done before and getting some stuff and doing all that.
Well, that's not a huge commitment then.
No, it's pretty small.
But together we've been playing a lot, which is always fun.
Yeah, we have.
We've been playing Gears.
Because we got that Games Pass.
Yeah, we do.
So it was one of the things we knew when we got the Games Pass trials that we have.
right.
We were like, well, we got to play Gears because why wouldn't you play Gears?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so good.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the Gears Ultimate Edition.
right
that
so
we
it's
played.
Remastered Gears of War.
You have been saying that a lot. You say Gears of 1, Gears of 2, and Gears of 3.
Yeah. But so Gears of War 1 remastered for the Xbox One. It came out before Gears 4 launched.
Yeah.
But so it was really good. It looks great.
It looked really good. I'm
It's
scared for
just-
what Gears 2 is going to look
I'm
like
sure,
now.
because both 2 and 3 are on there, but they're on there as a 360 backwards compatible. So they're going to look like booty. Like we
Yeah.
know that. But it's fun to play. The control schemes and stuff are improved, and
Yeah.
the story and stuff are improved.
The
a little bit
gunplay's
deeper.
fun. The story's fun. The
It's really
characters
fun.
are fun.
We may come back to Gears of War, like just for multiplayer stuff. I'm sad because there's no horde mode, because that didn't come about till 2, and then 3 and 4 had horde modes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't put it into 1.
Yeah, which makes, I mean, it just wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah.
But remember, the story's over. After Gears 1.
Exactly.
It's definitely finite. We definitely knew there was an ending, and
Cha!
not open ended at all. But outside of that, we've also been playing.
We started
Started.
Halo 5.
I mean, we played it a couple nights now. That's basically, we're almost done, I would assume.
Yeah, so we went through
With
Halo
the
4 in
speed
one
that the
night.
other Halo games have gone,
Yeah.
we should have already been done with this. What do you like about Halo 5 so far?
The gunplay is so much better in Halo 5. We talked about this in previous episodes where we've been playing Halo. The gunplay in the beginning Halos is bad.
Yep.
It's just bad. At the time when it came out, it was good. So before you hop on your nostalgia horse and come spearing me through the camp here, like it was good when it was the only thing that existed.
True.
But now we've gotten better Call of Duties. We have Destiny. We have so many other Battlefields. You name it, first-person shooters that are just play better.
Yeah.
And now Halo 5 is a modern first-person shooter set inside the Halo universe. The alien guns still suck, but the other guns are a lot better.
They suck because they're alien guns.
Yes.
I think, like for what they are, they're pretty
Covenant
good.
guns are terrible.
But you've got actual hit markers that are actually really well done. You've got
And they differ.
You've got haptic feedback on your guns. You've got just better sense of it. You're way faster. It doesn't feel as heavy as some of the
Yeah.
other games. You're faster. You got boosts in the air. You've got a cool ground and pound move. There's some really awesome stuff in it. The story's actually like we're probably played like 4 or 5 hours in. I'm still like there's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
The other Halos, it was like, no, I got it. Like an hour in, you're like, okay, Flood bad, Covenant bad,
I gotta break the Halo.
kill all of them,
That's what I do.
break the ring. That was Halo 1 through 4. That boom. That's Halo.
It's every story ever.
Every single story around are, oh no, someone's gonna turn on the Halo. Oh no, they're gonna turn on more Halos.
we
Oh no.
haven't heard
Oh no.
a single mention of a Halo in Halo 5.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like,
It
it's
is
just like,
lovely.
This
Not
is-
that I don't mind.
it's a
that
breath of fresh
storyline.
air, but it's just like after 4 times through of
Yep.
like, hey, we've won. We stopped a Halo. It's like, oh no, they've started another Halo. But like, oh, now we gotta go break that Halo. Look, it's the Flood. Like,
Yeah, it is nice. I'm glad we haven't seen the Flood. Covenant haven't played too big of a role yet. It's been mostly like Prometheans and stuff like that.
Forerunners.
Well, it's the
Yeah.
the people that fight for the Forerunners. Forerunners
Yes.
are technically all gone.
There's Promethean
As
Knights.
far
Yeah,
as-
you know, if you played Halo,
If
you
you
know what
played
they
it, you know. But so it's interesting. I like it. I don't want to give away spoilers or anything like that. If you haven't played it, if you haven't played Halo 5 and you have it, go play it.
Please
if you,
do.
If you don't have it, grab Xbox Games Pass. It's on there as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to get through and we can start doing multiplayer in that as
Oh
well.
boy, yeah, we
Because
were
it has the
looking
Forge
through-
mode
Yep.
where you can make like the weird, like there's golf and there's like beer pong where you try and knock a giant ball.
We saw
into
one.
the
It was
cup, and it's really
Halo Wipeout last night.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't necessarily want to do that, but that's cool.
non-traditional multiplayer stuff is what makes me excited to play Halo 5 multiplayer.
Yep.
Because those modes are really fun.
Yep.
Plus the actual regular multiplayer
Yeah,
modes
we
are
can
also
actually
fun.
like we were looking through stuff last night. I feel like we could actually spend time in this game after beating the campaign. The other Halos we don't really want to
Yeah.
because it's not. I wouldn't say it's dead, but that's more of like a local LAN party
Yeah.
kind of thing. Whereas
But even then, it's like it'd be more fun to convince the people because we have recently become part of a group that meets pretty monthly now
yeah,
of like getting together and playing Halo together, like locally on several TVs.
right,
But I have been trying to tell them all like, hey, you need to get Halo 5 because we're playing through Master Chief Collection and Reach.
yeah,
And so they're doing regular modes in Master Chief Collection and then those cool Forge modes in Reach.
yeah,
So it's like we can do all these things in 5.
and with better literally everything.
Yeah, way better.
So
everything.
there's not as because you can't do split screen in 5. I don't believe for multiplayer stuff. I could be wrong. We'd have to go back
We'd
and
have
look.
to check.
But either way, if you haven't played Halo 5, you are missing out. It is very good looking.
Yes.
is exactly what I want it to be when we left Halo.
It was one of those
4,
things when
so.
it pops in, like Nathan Fillion is one of the voice actors.
Yep.
And without hearing his voice, my wife looked at the screen and goes, "Is that Nathan Fillion?" Like, it looks that good.
The only problem is Sergeant Locke looks like Luke Cage,
Yeah.
but it is most decidedly not Luke Cage.
At the
And it was
at the
very
time when it came
disappointing
out,
for me.
Luke Cage did not exist. So
yeah,
he looks like Luke Cage now.
I get it, but, it's like if
he
you're
doesn't
gonna
look like
use-
his voice actor.
If you're going to use the model for Luke Cage, just give Luke Cage the part. If you're going to give the voice actor the part to make him look like like, why is this a difficult concept?
Luke Cage is
You did it for
voice-
Nathan
like,
Fillion.
actors.
Just-
Well, because the one guy's a voice actor, so you don't
I
recognize
know.
his face.
Just-
you recognize Nathan Fillion.
but we didn't recognize Luke Cage either, so why not put a face that didn't? It doesn't make sense.
Well, I
to
think
me.
that he,
Like, I
he
can't, like,
landed
line it
as
up.
like generic black guy. Like that's probably what they went on. They're like, let's make him look like this, and then Luke Cage come out and they go, well, crap, that looks like Sergeant Locke. Maybe he'll change in Halo 6.
right, exactly.
He will look different, or they'll just hire the guy that plays Luke Cage to be Sergeant Locke, which I would prefer.
I would much prefer.
Not that the guy that does bad. No, yes, we
Now
say
that I have seen Luke Cage, like I want Luke Cage.
I
as
want Luke
Sergeant
Cage in
Locke.
everything.
That seems great. Now we haven't finished Halo 5. Maybe he dies or something. We don't know.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does. He seems pretty main.
He's like
character.
a pivotal character.
That would be like Master Chief dying. That just doesn't happen
no.
more than once.
Spoiler alert if you haven't got to Halo 5 yet.
Come on,
Master Chief hasn't died.
now. Shocker.
Ding. All right. Moving on to games coming out. Getting it? All right. I just see you fiddling a lot over there, and I don't know whether that's like you changing apps or like PowerPoint not working
no,
with you.
it's all
So
good.
if it, yeah, it's distracting to me. Anyways, coming out. Came out Tuesday, March 13th, depending on when you're watching this. Assassin's Creed Origins Curse of the Pharaohs DLC for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I didn't look into it, so I don't know what this entails.
So it's just
apologize.
it's the final DLC.
The
for
last.
it. Brings up the level cap to 55. So it
Whoa.
was 45
Crap.
after the first DLC. Now 55 after this one. I believe the standalone is 20. The first one standalone is 10 now. So it's the last one. You go to Thebes and you're taking on the Curse of the Pharaohs. It's got. I watched the trailer for it and I can't remember all of it, but there was like pharaoh like ghosts like being summoned like zombies in the city and stuff like that.
Oh.
Which you actually go into not like the afterlife, but there's like a spirit world.
The Duat?
I don't think it's the Duat. I think it's something a little bit different. So you get into some pretty crazy looking stuff. Like it's not just, oh, you go to another Egyptian city. It's like this is a
Oh.
little different.
Nice.
So it looks cool. It is the final main DLC they said for this. We had the Discovery Tour, which is cool, but there's no big stuff coming. This is it. So if you're waiting for like a Game of the Year, like everything encompassing edition, I'm sure it'll be coming the next couple months. But this is the last one. I'm excited about it, but I'm probably not going to pick it
I'm
up.
probably
I'll
not
be
gonna get it
honest.
either.
I have moved on. Maybe I'll get back into it
A
one
lot
day
of
if
other
the
games
DLC
to
comes
play
really
now.
cheap. But we've just been pounding through games right now.
Yeah, we have.
Mhm.
And there's games coming out that we want to play, like Devil May Cry HD Collection. We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, we were. So because I played when they did Devil May Cry, like they did the redone version with white hair and everyone like freaked out
Yeah.
back on the PS3, and they remastered it for PS4 and Xbox One. But so this is the HD collection of the original stuff.
Yes.
So be cool hack and slash. You know, I've always kind of liked it.
Devil May Cry is one of those hack and slashes that people play, and then they play other games like, oh, this is like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
That is it's like a tentpole hack and slash.
Yep, that's where a lot of hack and slash comes from. So it's
Yes.
cool like that.
Next up, Kerbal Space Program Making History expansion for the PC. So I've watched a couple Kerbal Space.
Kerbal Space Program playthroughs.
You smell toast? I've watched a couple of those Let's Plays. It looks kind of interesting. I mean, we don't have a PC to play on, so
Yeah, I mean they have Kerbal Space Program on for PS4, like the original edition,
yeah.
but it's kind of buggy and just doesn't.
It
really
seems like a
translate
mouse
well.
and keyboard game.
There is a lot of things to do in the game. There's a lot of interface things, and I just
Yeah.
don't see how you could do that with a controller. I could be wrong, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Welcome to Inverted Reality. We could be wrong, but we're not.
well, we're not.
That's not how it goes. Bayonetta is a JRPG. Friday, March 16th, Burnout Paradise Remastered for the PS4 and Xbox One. That is out. So we got the news of, hey, it's coming, and hey, it's here.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick turnaround. We knew like maybe a month ago. I don't even think it was that long ago.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
like 2 weeks ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to pick this one up right away, but it's not because I don't want the game. It's because I have too many games.
Yeah,
right now.
also because Far Cry is coming out later this month.
Yeah,
and if I'm
Far
going
Cry
to pick
comes
between
out.
the two of them, I'm picking up Far Cry.
Well, I was going to say, we got Sea of Thieves next week. So March
Yep.
20th and March 27th is Far Cry 5. And I know which ones are coming first. But I will eventually get Burnout Paradise Remastered.
Yes.
Not my favorite Burnout game, but still had really good. Had all the cool takedown stuff. triple takedowns and quad. It's incredible the physics they were doing in that game.
So if you're looking for a racing game, grab it.
Yeah, and also if you want to blow cars up, is in the same game.
Grab it.
Grab it.
Speaking of grab it, Kirby Star Allies for the Switch coming out on Friday.
I mean, we knew that Kirby Star Allies was coming. We'd seen it at their E3 stuff. We knew that it was going to be sometime in 2018, but they dropped this at the Direct last week and said, "Hey, there's a demo now. So if you want to go check it out before buying it, it's here." And then the game drops on the 16th. I'm like, I wanted that game. Like that looks pretty cool. So it's Kirby, side scrolling. You can play with up to 4 people. It should be pretty cool.
I feel like Nintendo's really good at saying like, "Hey, we're gonna put out this game sometime," and then it's like, "Here it is."
Outside of like their tent poles, like Pokemon and Metroid and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but for the most part, yeah. Like,
I mean, no, I say that to mean not with the exception of like Mario and Zelda, where there's like these are coming out on this date. We know that like 6 months out. Where Kirby Star Allies, it was like, "Hey, it's coming next week."
Yeah,
like you knew you were gonna get it at some point.
They do.
And you kind of forgot about it.
Yeah,
and then it was like, "Hey, it's coming next week." It's like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, they do it more often than you would think.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome, and I kind of like it.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure eventually it will drive me nuts. But Splatoon 2 Starter Edition for the Switch, also out on Friday. So Splatoon 2, if you haven't picked it up yet,
yeah, go check it out.
Ding,
be cool.
I was interested in this. I almost bought it when I was kind of in a lull there, but
I mean, I've played it. We played the open beta, one of the open tests they did.
Yeah, weekends or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
Splatfest, that's what it was.
Yeah, Splatfest. It was cool. I just don't. I think it's one of those you just have to play a bunch and get used to it before you can really make a verdict on it. And it's just like, I don't know if I really want to commit that much.
Yeah, it was commit $60 to get used to it.
Yeah,
like,
and that's so. I think the starter edition works a little bit differently. So go check it out if you haven't already.
Yep. And last up, because I couldn't see this and just pass it up, is Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse, VALA for the Xbox One.
Yeah, I've never heard of this until you brought it up.
Yeah,
earlier,
I hadn't either. I saw it on the list, and it was described as like you drive mechs around to save the world from the Laminati.
Laminati, yeah. I was like, that's pretty crazy.
It's like a roguelike twin stick shooter. Is how they described it.
It's interesting. You don't normally equate roguelike and twin stick shooter. But
yeah, so they
with llamas.
Yeah, the Xbox website said it could be one of the more fun action like twin stick shooter games.
I'm
like this,
down to check
year.
it out.
So
it's not on Xbox Game Pass though, so I probably won't.
Probably won't. Yeah, not saying we'd invest our money in it, but saying we'd play it. So
that's right.
If y'all want to figure that out and let us know, we'll gladly take your money. Next up from Polygon.
That's it for the releases for this week, if you guys are curious.
Yes, that was the last release of interest and importance that we found.